What's good with y'all? What's good? What's good? What's good with y'all? What's good? What's good? We tuning in for another video, man. And y'all see the title. Y'all see the title. This going to be a great discussion. It ain't even gonna be a discussion, man. Hey, if you know, you know. If you know, you know, man. Some of my people that really race, man, y'all chime in. That really race. Y'all chime in, man. Cause I'm gonna tell y'all what inspired this video and stuff. What is it, Big Dolo? Boy, tell y'all what inspired the video and stuff. Yeah, man, I done had Big Dolo out, man. You part of the hangout, you know why I had it out. I had this joker out, boy. Ooh, this joker a monster. This joker here a monster, boy. This joker here a monster. I don't even need to get in him for about a week. I don't need to get in him for a week, man. He already showed me what I need to see. But, anyway, yeah, man. I'm finna get into the video. Let's talk about it. Alright, we checking in, man. No excitement on this one, but I want to talk about this for real, cause it's a guy, it's a post going around Facebook. I don't know his name, just somebody in the race game, Bill Carr or whatever. But a lot of my buddies that really go fast, they got cars, man, and a lot of my buddies, my personal people that I know on all levels of racing sharing it, cause it's some real talk. And I was like, this is exactly what I be trying to tell some of the people that on the internet that know it all and stuff, man, that every time they see something happen in my engine or see me pull something or take something out, they think the stuff don't supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? Cause the post he was talking about, he said if you want to make 1,000 horsepower, and it was long post, but it was real. That's why everybody sharing the real racers. That's why they sharing it. Cause I said this some real shit. And he was like, if you gonna make that type of power, you gonna break stuff. Stuff is gonna start to break when you making some real steam, basically. Facts. And he was talking about how he done did a fresh engine before, isn't it? And be nervous when it first crank up, cause stuff gonna break. That's facts. And he said if you can't afford it, don't do it. Cause at any time, when you got to repair it, you got to be ready to spend about $3,500. Facts. Facts, man. So, on YouTube, here on YouTube, people not used to seeing people do some real shit. Like, I guess a black man, I'm going to say that. Somebody in my space, they got a bunch of old school out here talking about performance, and it's not just about rims and paint. That's cool to me, but I'm going to go fast first. I'm going to get my car running like a scalded dog, like the back of it on fire, before I go put some pretty paint and rims on there. So when you up and down and you building cars to the level and making the power mine make, cause let's be honest, I'll tell y'all I'm going to the dyno and stuff and all that, but y'all don't know what I done did at the end of the day. Y'all don't know if I done been to the dyno already. Cause I would do stuff like that, man. I go to the dyno twice or whatever, or I show you something old and I play like I'm just never finna go to the dyno, but don't nobody know whether I done been to the dyno or not. They're just being real. Don't nobody know, except how I narrate my movie. That's all people know. But I'm gonna just say this: when you get to making a lot of power, what is a lot, Jay? When you start touching 800, 9, 1,000, 11, and from there, it just get worse. You gonna break something. You gonna break something. Now, I titled this video the way I titled it because I know a lot of people gonna click on it. Because I know it's people in the YouTube space that it's plenty of guys that make that type of power. And you're gonna have guys that come on and say, I make that type of power. I drive mine every day. You don't drive yours every day on 800 horsepower. Well, Jay, what about the Hellcats? What about the Hellcat Red Eyes? The 700, the 800 horsepower car from the factory. Y'all do realize that's not to the wheels. 800. Let me pull out my calculator. Y'all be thinking I don't be knowing nothing. If I ain't know nothing, man, my car wouldn't be like the ear. I do how I want them to be. Cause I ain't trying to compete with nobody but myself. Alright, so 800 horsepower. When we talking about an automatic car, that's what most people got. There's 680 horses to the wheel after it go through all the drivetrain and stuff. Really, it's a little lit. It really, cause you lose about between 15 and 17%. They're facts. I done seen factory cars on the dyno. I know people factory cars on the dyno. You lose between 15 to 17%, whether it's going through a 3-speed or whether it's going through that damn 6 or 8 speed. You're gonna lose that much. A straight shift cars, they lose a little less. But a stick shift, but we talking about automatic. That's what most of the people got in Hellcat stuff. So you got 800 horsepower or some demon. Alright, you ain't making 700 to the wheels. Not factory. It's not making 700 to the wheels. Well, don't get me wrong, 400 and 500 horse to the wheels is a lot of power. Don't let these people fool y'all, tell y'all that ain't nothing. It's something. A Scat Pack make, if you got 2019 or something and they ain't nothing been touched, they gonna make between 403 and 410 to the wheels. Just depend. Now, when you get to tinkering with them, and you see these guys, they making 800 to the wheel, that's when they get the braking stuff. Even the new cars, that's when they get the braking stuff. And it's going to take somebody that really do it and going to keep it all the way above to get in the comments and be like, hey man, it is true. It's going to take somebody that done been around the rodeo and done built a lot of cars on all power levels and that know and run their car on a regular basis. Now, if it's a guy riding around on 800 horsepower at all times, I ain't talking about your car that makes 800 horsepower and you riding around on 4 and 5. Nah. We talking about riding around on 800, 900, 1,000 horsepower on demand. When you crank it up, you go out there in the road, that mug on, you go to the floor, hit peak RPM, it's gonna make them 800 to 1,000 horsepower. Not I got it turned down. It's gonna make them 8 to 1,000. You ride around every day. If that junk lasting, you ain't driving the car every day. You ain't beating on it. You ain't going to the track every weekend. Cause if you are, something gonna break. Like the man post said on Facebook. That's why I get shared so much. Cause real racers know something gonna break. And y'all see how much I drive my car. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't got no high 400 horsepower car, low 400 horsepower car. I ain't got that. I ain't got nothing out here like that. Except R&B. I'm gonna be real with you. But I ain't got nothing like that. So stuff gonna happen. Stuff is gonna happen, man. And y'all see I drive my car so much, it ain't even funny. I drive my car more than what y'all see on video. Like I told y'all, I've been in the car today. I ain't recorded. Or sometimes wife will tell you, I drive my car all the time. Some days I just get out here, man, I go to town, I don't feel like recording. I don't put no camera on. So, wife, y'all can hear. Tell the truth. If it's not raining, don't I be in one of these cars at least once or twice out the week. I drive these cars every week. The only thing keep me from driving them if it rains. I'm telling you. She ain't gonna lie for me, man. Y'all know wifey ain't like that. If y'all don't watch my channel, y'all know she ain't gonna lie. She gonna keep it a book. If I don't, she gonna say I don't. But I drive these things all the time, man. So stuff gonna happen. It's the reason stuff don't happen to R&B cop. It ain't at that power level to well, you're gonna be breaking stuff. So it's super dependable. Dolo is a different story. Dolo make a lot more power than what y'all think, man. In the end, I'm gonna be honest with everybody. In the end, when it's time to reveal everything, when in the hangout, y'all already know. But that car make a lot of power. That car really make a lot of power now. So it make more power than what people think. That's all I'm saying. But I expect the combo, it well thought out. That's why I can drive it. I can really drive it on pump gas. I can go wherever. That's why it run like it run. It run cool. And it's a heavy car. You talking about that car probably like 4,400 some pounds with me in it. And that's why it run like it run. It was a well thought out build. It's an AC compressor on it. It turned an AC compressor, all of that. So if you making that type of power, you gonna break something, man. If you don't, you baby in your car and you barely drive it. You barely drive it. You drive it turned down, and you might make the 800 or 9 or 1,000, but you ain't riding around on that all the time. And if you are riding around all the time, you ain't driving it enough to break it. Or you not going to the track on a regular basis, putting a load on it, putting some strain on it. Or you not beating on it in the road. And y'all see my vlog, I get out here and turn it up. I turned that joker up today. I drove it, and I cut that joker loose. There ain't even no footage of it. I ain't had no camera on nothing. It just sometimes like, man, I feel like cutting loose. And I let that more eat. Boy, I was like, ooh, skating, boy, like them 15s on it. But I have fun with my car, man, and I know they're going to break because I know how much power they're going to make. And I know at least something going to happen. Like I had, it was together 8 months. And for a car that caliber, that people really don't know, a car that caliber, to drive it that long, to beat on it like I did, that was good. And it still didn't break. The engine still didn't break. The transmission, the converter caused the engine to break. But you got to know where your line is. And I'm tiptoeing on that line of where if I go a little more, it's going to be breaking stuff. Even like pretty frequently. But I'm right there at it. Like, hey, this it. This it. Right here. This safe zone. It fast. It totally big car. It runs a hell of a number. This is it. You go past that, you're gonna show enough. So if that converter wouldn't have came loose, that engine still been running. The engine didn't fail. The converter failed, and I broke the converter. And that happens sometimes. You might think your engine might not break. You might tear the converter up. You might tear the transmission out of that joker. Like you might bust the bell housing and it bind up and then cause some damage to the engine. What I'm saying, when you making that type of power, even with good parts on it, it's rough. It's rough on parts, man. You might tear the axle out there. You might have 31, 33 spline axle, 35 spline, and you making shit that type of power and 800-900 pound-feet of torque. It might twist some stuff up. My boy Boost Doctor, man, he done 40 spline axles, man. Gun drill. I done seen him twisting joker, twist the splines on them. Like people be calling these folk names. These really my people. From big rim to, if you want to talk, people that got big blowers. So anybody in the game on some level of racing, I know them. I know them personally. I got a partner like that. The 484 Boy Spade game, this and that. I'm telling you, stuff happen, man. And I talk to these people personally. I just don't call these names on the vlog call. I like to keep people guessing, and that's how I find out stuff, because people don't know who I'm close with. I'm close with people that people don't know about, so I find out what I need to find out. But I'm telling you, that's just underguard true, y'all. If somebody watching it and y'all learning, I'm telling you, man, if it's a real racer gonna come through in the comment, they ain't gonna cap or try to go against the grain, cause they messed up. Cause I'm trying to really teach y'all something. Cause I got cars on all power levels, and I done had cars on different power levels from 200 to 100 to 3, 4, and beyond. So I know you gonna break something. You gonna break something. Something gonna happen, man. You gonna have a fresh new engine, do everything fresh. Something is gonna happen. Just be ready for it. You got to have the money for it if you want to go to that level. Cause everybody here 1,000 horsepower, they want to make 1,000 just cause it's like, hey, that's the thing to do. And then you got people out there say 1,000 horsepower ain't nothing. Man, y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. What the hell you gonna do with 2,000 horsepower on the street, on the road? What are you gonna do with that? Besides, maybe hurt yourself, hurt somebody else, or tear some stuff up. Now, if you're trying to be competitive, you do that. Or if that's what you want to do, that's your personal goal, your dream, you do stuff like that. But I'm telling you, 600 horsepower on the street is dangerous. It feels good. 500 is dangerous when you don't know what to do with it. But if you want to stay reliable, you stay in that 500 range, maybe 6. Over there, up. When it start getting on up, it gets sketchy. Like I said, you can get you a new car, make that. But if you start trying to turn them up, Put smaller pulleys on these supercharged cars, cause the new car, they come supercharged. Put smaller pulleys on them. Try to boost them up some more. Put some more timing in it. Try to get some more power out of it. Just tuning the ECU. You start tearing stuff up. I can pull footage all day from people that done put a tune on it, cause they want more power on a scat pack, or they don't pull it blow up some more, boost it up. I got footage, man. Some people I personally know, and they blew them jokers up. They blew them up, and they'll tell you when you go to making more power, stuff happen. That's all I'm saying. That's the point of this. So get used to when y'all see, and his stuff always tearing up. Well, y'all don't know how much power I'm making. Y'all don't know. It's supposed to happen. If you ain't tearing up nothing, you ain't making no power. You ain't got no power to tear nothing up. You ain't tearing nothing up. Hey, like wifey car go out there and ride forever. See, her car got to 100. I said, your car ride forever. You got the 100 horsepower. Her car ride forever, man. Nah, but for real, on a serious note, if you ain't making no power, if you ain't tearing nothing up, you ain't making no power to tear nothing up, or you ain't driving it enough, or you're babying it. It one of the two. It one of the three. That's just point blank period. So look, I come on this video to try to give y'all some game, to talk for the people that's aspiring and want to talk some drivetrain talk, want to learn. I did more drivetrain channel and stuff, and then a little bit of rim cosmetic stuff, cause I like the stuff, that's where I come from. But I'ma always keep it real regardless of what anybody on the internet say or what they think. I'ma keep it a buck with y'all, cause the real ones, the people that know, they gonna understand. Then you got people that gonna want to learn, be like, hey, they tell me all the time when some of y'all meet y'all at the track, man, some of the OGs, and I call anybody that older than me, I call them OGs out of respect, man. Whether you been racing a car or you just been around the track and you know it, they always come talk to me, man. It's always love, and they be like, hey, you doing your thing, you doing it right. They because they know. Everybody else, it don't matter. If you ain't been in the game and you ain't had nothing making no power, hey, man, it don't matter, man. Like, these guys got rate card, like, they coming up and they saying and until they say, hey, Jay, you might have been wrong with them. Hey, man, I don't care. Or Jay, you know, this and that, tone it down, or you maybe need to turn it down or whatever. Cause you keep breaking stuff, then, hey, it don't matter, man. And they'll say something like that cause they know. They know when you make some steam, man, you gonna break something, man. They'll know. But anyway, I want to come talk about this because I said this a good damn discussion, man. And I was like, man, these aren't going around Facebook. That's what I be trying to tell some of these jokers on the internet that know it all. Like, oh, I gotta tell y'all this because me and little bro Cedro just tripping out on it. So I posted Black Haven. I posted a video walking around it when I was on Instagram for sale, but it sold so fast. So I had in the description what it was, 5.3, all that fuel injected, tell them stay 2K. This man said, hey, I put it on my mama, man. She dead and gone. Rest in peace. Rest her soul. But that man, when I say I was laughing, and he had me and another one of my partners, man, he OG in the game. Back when we were in Stunt World days and stuff, man, we were all in the city. He had my the eggnog Monte Carlo, man. That joke was fast. But he knows stuff. So he had commented to the guy too, man. We were joking, but I was trying to teach the guy something, man, telling him. I wasn't even being sarcastic or funny this time, man. I wasn't even. But the guy commented and said, I could have saved $5,000 by putting on an 850 CFM carburetor. So I was like, what? You know, I chuckled to myself when I read it. What? I said, maybe he just don't know. So I told him, I was like, nah, the 850 would have been too big for that combo. It was way too big for that engine, man. It was too much carburetor. So he commented back like, yeah, something about CFM and the thing on Google and stuff. I said he said the formula on Google, and I was like, the formula in my head, like I know I can call it out right now how to calculate a card size and what determine it. And I tell him I got the formula in my head, and I was like, man, it'll be too much for that engine and for that combo. And I was telling him CFM and card size is calculated by RPM, VE, which he probably don't even know what VE is, which if y'all don't know what VE is, it's volumetric efficiency. And it's basically how efficient is your engine. In which, like a stock engine, they might be 75-80% VE. a fully prepped race engine gonna be 100% or sometime more. They super efficient, and that matters. The volumetric efficiency of the engine has a lot to do with what CFM carburetor you choose. And I'll tell him it got something to do with that, RPM, and the cubic inches of your engine. And he was like, no shit, it's all on Google. I'm like, man, I was like, man, I'm not using Google. So my boy Mike come in and tagged me and said, he said, so I guess I need a 1450 carburetor on my 427 then. He tagged me and we were laughing about it. So the guy said, no clown. He come in to my boy Mike and said, no clown, you need 2 1050. Me and said just laughing about it. Me and said Joe, he told my boy he need 2 1050 Dominators on his 427. Boy, whoo. That's why I be trying to teach people, man. But I told Mike, Mike, I'm done with it, man. You can't teach a man something that know everything. If he already know it, you can't teach him nothing. So I be done with it, man. So yeah, I thought that was funny. But anyway, y'all, that's the video. We got a lot of action coming this week. So I appreciate y'all. We'll catch y'all later. BCG, we out.